And we are live. We are live. And what is our topic of discussion today? Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody? How was the day? Few of us are ready to start our day, and a lot of us have already ended our day. So, how was the day? And are we ready? Are we all ready to start with your own business? Are you ready to start up? Are you ready to be called as an entrepreneur? Are you ready to be called as the owner? Are you ready to be called as the founder? If yes, if yes, and why am I asking you this question? Because we talked everything about why should you be starting with your business? What is the right time about starting your own business? How much money would you need to start with your own business? Today, in that series, today we would be talking about what problem are you going to solve? What problem are you going to solve? Now you might say me that why do I need to solve any problem? I need to do a business. I want to buy something and I want to sell it. I want to trade. So why do I need to solve any problem? Why do I even need to solve any problem? I don't need to. I am least bothered about solving problems. I am interested in making money. That is what everybody, each one of us is interested in. The moment we talk of business, our objective is to make money, to make a lot of money for ourselves. Well, yes, you will make a lot of money. You will make a lot of money for yourself if you do something of your own. That will happen. That will automatically happen. But your focus, your target, your thought process is not supposed to directly go on money. You need to figure out what problem will your business solve. Will your business, that whatever that you have thought of, will it solve any problem at all? If not, then you are not going to be in the right business. Then you have not thought, or you need to give more thought to whatever you want to do. Because if you are not solving any business, then trust me, you are looking to get into something called trading and selling of commodities. And taking the amount kind of risk that a business involves is not good if you are looking to sell commodities, because there would be no profit margin, there would be no revenue, there would be immense competition, and your chance of survival will be very less. So do not think of selling commodities. Do not think of being in the business of trading something that already hundreds and thousands of people are doing. Do not do not be in the business of selling commodity. This is why, because most of the startups, most of the entrepreneurs jump into doing business without giving it a thought that what problem they would be solving. They just jump into because they thought they should be doing business, or somebody said that doing business is cool. Being called as a director or being called as a founder or a owner is cool, which is why they jumped into doing business. And today they are struggling to make profits. Today they are struggling to break even. Today they are struggling to survive. And I am sure that people here, people listening to me, are not interested in just surviving. You have not jumped into doing business only to survive. Somehow, you are here to do something more with your life. You are here to do something more when you have chosen to do business. When you have chosen to start something of your own, it is not only for the sake of being called an owner or the director or a founder of your company. No, it's not. There is something more that you want to achieve for yourself. And if you want to achieve something more for yourself, you need to find out the problem that you are going to solve. We call it the gap. So we see that there is some problem that is there in the market, and I come out with a unique solution. Where do we see these kind of problems and solutions in the market? Uber, there was a problem. Uber came with a solution, and it became Uber. Ola, Netflix, Apple, whatever innovative products we talk about, they all are, or I would not say even innovative products, whatever product we talk about, whatever product has come in front of your eyes, they have come to solve a problem. And because they were solving problems, Elon Musk today is after solving a lot of problems with his electric cars, with his space shuttle, SpaceX. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, so was there to solve a lot of problems. And because these businessmen were clear with their objective of solving problems, whatever product they built, whether it was Kindle, Amazon.com, Amazon Prime, whatever business they started, they did not start the business to make money. They started business with the objective in mind of solving problems. And when you start with the objective of solving problems, you have a guarantee of success. You have a guarantee of success. Now, when you have identified what problem would you be solving with the help of the expertise that you have, with something that you know really well, with a product that you have built, with the product that you have thought of, with with the idea that you have in your mind, well, when you have that and you are confident that it solves the problem, it is going to solve the problem of millions and millions of people around. Well, it did not even solve the problem of millions of people. Even if your small idea can solve the problem of 1,000 people in your society or in your city, your job is done. If those 1,000 people can become your brand ambassador, if those 1,000 people can raise their hand and say that yes, my problem was solved by buying this man's product or service, your job is done. You will not maybe even need to market your products. That is the benefit. That is what you get when you do business to solve problems and not only to make money. Money would flow. Money is the least, money is the last thing that you should be bothered about. When you are starting up, when you are doing your own business, when you are choosing or wanting to start up, money is the last problem that you should be worried about. It will come in plenty amount. You will not have to worry about it at all if you have taken care of the smallest of the problems. Smallest. It need not be a big problem that you solve. You need not be a Wright brother who has to build an aeroplane. You need not be Henry Ford who has to build a car. You need not be Albert Einstein, or you need not be Elon Musk. You need not even be Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates for that matter. You have to just solve a small problem that you see in your family, maybe that you are struggling with, maybe your society is struggling with, maybe you faced that problem in your school, in your college, any the smallest of the problem that you faced. If you can solve that and you can help a small community of people with the solution, you have a tested model in front of you. You now have a model that works, that the society needs, and that the society accepts that your solution to that problem helped them. So when you have problems and when you have solutions, that is where a business is born. That is where a business is born. Everything else is a trading of commodity. A business happens when you solve problems. Everybody else who is copy pasting things, who is not bothered about solving problems, is not doing business, is not a startup, is not an entrepreneur. He falsely calls himself as an entrepreneur. He is not an entrepreneur. If he is not solving your problem, if his business model is not solving your problem, Oyo rooms solved a major problem. Ola cabs solved a major problem. Airbnb once again solved a big problem. So if your business is not solving a problem, you won't be able to make the kind of profits, the kind of revenue that you want to make for yourself. You will be in the business of trading commodities, and it would be very difficult for you to make profit. Trust me, it will be very difficult, very, very, very difficult for you to make profits. So, is it answered, or do you want to hear more? Do you want to know more? Why is it important? Why is it important to solve problems? Why is it important for a business owner to understand the problems and solve them? If they are not solving the problems, they are not doing business. Do you have any questions? I would love to hear questions from you about starting with your own business, about doing something of your own, why you want to do, what you want to do, how much money you need, What kind of problems is your business solving? What kind of problem is your idea solving? Should you be starting up? Should you not be starting up? Should you be leaving your job and starting up? Should you be leaving your 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 job and starting up? What should you be doing? Any questions related to anything that comes to your mind when you listen to all of these things? I'd love to hear from you. Yes or a no? Wow, see, we are here live on Instagram, we are live on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. And we have a lot of people looking at this, but as always, people are scared. People do not feel like posting because most of us are struggling with what others would think if I ask this. Remember when you were in school, the teacher always said you raise your hands and ask questions if you have any. Remember, the teacher always said that no matter how small the question is, no matter how basic the question is, no matter how trivial the question is, raise your hands and ask questions. Asking questions is not gonna make you feel bad, or not gonna make you feel low, not gonna make you feel put you in bad light. It will actually help so many other people who are listening but not able to raise their hands. So if you have some questions, if you want to ask anything, just post it in the comment. You do not even have to raise your hand, you do not even have to come in the video, you do not even have to share the screen with me. You just need to post a comment with whatever questions you have, and I'll be helping you answer that. Right, we'll be waiting for 5 minutes, and then I think all of us now already know that why should your business be solving problems? Why should you be focused on solving problems? Why should you be focused on finding solutions to the problems before you think of starting something of your own? You should not be into the business of trading commodities just because your dad did, just because your friends are doing it. You should not be in the business of trading commodity. You have to figure out, you have to find out what problem is your business solving. No matter how small you are, no matter in what part of the country you are, no matter what city you are in, no matter what village you are in, you have to be in the business of solving problems. You are not supposed to, you are not expected to be in the business of selling commodities. It is not going to help you in any ways. You will always be struggling with profits, you will always be struggling with making enough revenues if you are not solving problem. Now that problem solving can be a very small thing. Let's say you are in a very small village and there is no way by which people can buy mobile phones. a very s- there is no mobile shop in that village. So what you thought was, you gave them a solution. You opened a store, and now they could buy mobile phones without going to the city, without traveling 10 or 20 or 30 kilometers. So you gave them a solution. Even though you are now trading commodity, but your trading commodity is the answer, is the solution to a problem that those villagers were facing. A very small example. Even though you are selling a commodity, even though you are trading in mobile phones, but you are solving problem of those village people. Let's say you start with a training institute, a online training institute. You are solving a problem, right? People are not having to go out in pandemic, they can still learn from their computer online. You are solving a problem, even if it is something that so many others are doing. If your objective, if your thought is around solving problems, you will never end up being a failure. You will never end up losing money. You will never end up in a loss. 80%, or I would say 90% of the business struggle to make profits. 90% of the business struggle to make profits. They struggle to break even. And the only reason is they are not able to find out, they are not able to figure out the problems that they are solving, the problem that their business is solving. Only those businesses, only those people, we often wonder ki what is so different about him that makes him so successful, while I am trading in the same thing, I am selling the same commodity, I am selling the exact same thing, but still I'm not getting that kind of business while the other person is getting. The reason If you try to figure out, if you try and find out why he is so successful selling the same thing, same product, but I am not, you will see that he is selling solution to the problems. When he communicates to his client, when he speaks to his client, he is selling some kind of a solution along with that commodity, along with that product. He is also solving the problems. So if you are solving the problem, you are going to be successful. If you are solving the problems, if you are a solution giver, if people can give you a call and ask and know that yes, if I call him I will get the solution to my problem, you are not going to have any scarcity of money. You are never ever going to feel the need of increasing your business or scaling your business, making more profits. You will never feel the need of it, because you have seen doctors, people standing in queue because he is solving a problem. What happens when when you are standing in queue outside an Apple store to buy a mobile phone? What kind of a problem is Apple solving here? Anybody has any idea what kind of problem Apple solves, that we stand in queue outside its store when they launch a mobile phone? What kind of a problem does MI resolves, that people stand in the queue to buy their mobile phones when they know that in 15-20 days of time there will be plenty of it available? Well, the problem that they are solving, the problem that they are solving is what? What is the problem? What problem is Apple or MI or OnePlus or so many other lifestyle brands solving? People stand in queue for the entire night waiting for getting the first phone in their hands. There are a lot of things. There are technology enthusiasts who want the first Apple phone to themselves. It helps them satisfy their ego. It maybe helps them flaunt it in front of their friends. The problem is that they are not respected maybe among their friends and they want to show off. So Apple solves that problem. It raises the standard. It raises the standard of the people who uses an Apple phone. It raises the standard of people who will be treated well if the friends see that okay, this man owns an Apple phone. Wow, he is something special. He must have bought it for so much of money. He has a lot of money. So that is the problem that these big brands are solving. So what is your business solving? What problem is your business solving? Tell me in the comments and I'll be helping you out with finding the exact problem and the exact solution that you should be having for your businesses. I'll be waiting for your comments. Have a good day, good night, and good morning. Bye bye. Bye bye.